What the fuck is up, y'all? It's your city girl, Sadie, back at it again. No, I'm fucking kidding. Okay, low-key though, I'm not. Like, I'm kidding that I'm not kidding. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking kidding that I actually might be a city girl. Coming soon, like maybe later. I have a lot to unwrap this episode. My mind's in a fuck ball. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Was That TMI, where we tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I'm your host, Sadie the Slut Crowell. We're back again. I think this is episode 25. I wrote it in my book as 23, and then I was like, wait, are we on 25? Slay. Like a whole year, and it took me fucking that long to get only 25 episodes out. That's a rip in the chat, and they're not even visual. It's okay. We're starting off somewhat strong. We're gonna do better next year. That's my whole motto right now, is like, oh, there's next year. We have next year coming around the corner. That's when I'll be better. That's when my ass will be fat. I won't have cellulite on my body. My double chin will go away, and just my mental health will be at top peak. But we'll just save it for next year, right? Anyways, guys, though, for real, welcome back. I know I took a week, maybe 2 off. That's not a new saying, is it? That's like almost the intro at this point. Hey guys, I know I've been gone for 2 weeks. Welcome back to Was That TMI. I need to just write that in the script. But for real, welcome back. Good to be back. I'm home. I'm in Florida. What the fuck was that noise? I'm in my car. I just locked my doors. As most of you know, I film in my car. I say it every fucking episode. But if you're new here, welcome. I'm freaking out right now. Y'all, listen. So I live in like northwest Florida. So basically Alabama, like kind of near Mobile. Well, if you know Mobile, if you don't, I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of fucking storms. Like for some reason where we live in Florida, there's so much damn rain. Like it's one of the like, I think top places in the world for rain, which is kind of crazy because you wouldn't expect that in Florida, but we get a lot of rain. We also get a lot of fucking tornadoes. That is terrifying. I used to be so scared of tornadoes when I was little, and I still am. I've gotten better about them, but I've had some rough stories with tornadoes, and I think I have a lot of trauma from them, tornado trauma, and it's fucking scary. And so I was just inside, and like earlier today, I went to go get my little brother from school, and I went to go get a coffee because I was just in a funk this morning. I just woke up yesterday and today kind of in a funk, not really motivated to do anything, and as most of you know, if you don't know, I live in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Like it's 30 minutes to the fucking coffee shop, 20 minutes to my brother's school. Like I'm just in the middle of fucking nowhere and there's nothing going on around. So this morning I was like, okay, you know what? I need to get out of the house, drive, go get a coffee, like get myself out and be around like fucking humans so I can kind of like get myself out of this funk. And like I feel like when I'm home kind of like the past 2 days, like I don't need to do anything. Anyways, my point in saying this is I was going to get my brother from school and my mom was like, make sure you come straight home because there's a really big storm coming and you don't need to be on the road. And I'm just like, oh, okay, like it's probably just gonna fucking rain a lot. No, it turns out there's a fucking fat ass tornado coming directly for us, like literally right where we live in Florida. And this is I'm kind of used to it because it's happened a lot, but this shit's fucking scary, y'all. Like it's really fucking scary. Like tornadoes, you can't fucking control shit. Like you're just gotta sit in your house and just pray that the fucking whirl of wind doesn't come and take up your whole house and like swallow you in. It's fucking terrifying. And I was just inside because I got my brother from school, came home, went inside, fucking wrote a song because my ADHD just is on peak mode today. It's fucking like taking acid or some shit. Wrote a song, and then I finally was like, okay, I need to go film my podcast. So I came out to my car, and my papa, my dad, was like, yo, Sadie, are you gonna drive somewhere or are you gonna sit in the driveway? And I was like, sit in the driveway, but I might go to Dollar General and get like some food before the storm so I have something to eat. And he was like, well, whatever you do, just like get back here very soon because this is really like, it's gonna be bad. And I was like, wait, what? My dad never freaks out about storms, like literally fucking ever. And he was like being fucking nervous about it. Like he was like, yeah, like, I would get back here because there's nothing we can do. And I'm like, well, should we get in the fucking car and like drive away right now? And he's like, there's nowhere we can go. And I'm like, so what happens if this comes and like, could it take our house up? And he's like, I mean, yeah, potentially. And I was like, Dad, what the fuck? You're normally supposed to make me feel better. What are you doing? Anyways, I walked away from that situation because my mind can't fucking process that right now. Let me talk about why I'm in this little funk of mine though. So I woke up this morning in this funk, and the reason I wanted to go get coffee and be around people is because I was just in New York City. So take it off. Woke up this morning in this funk, and yesterday I was the same way. I woke up, I literally like made myself food. I went back up to my room and I tried to be productive. Like I cleaned up my room. I was gonna put my new desk together and I just couldn't get shit done. I don't know why. And then I started thinking about it and I did realize why. One, holidays are fucking hard and the end of the year is hard, and I'm gonna get into that, but I want to talk about New York first. And the reason that I think that I was like feeling weird is because New York is such a fast moving city, like no fucking shit. And I didn't think I would like it. I hate cities. I'm not a fan. Like, and the only real cities I've really ever been to is Atlanta, which you can't even fucking walk around Atlanta anymore unless you're so damn careful, because Atlanta's just dangerous. It's not fucking safe. And I know people are probably like, bitch, you think New York is safe? There's parts of New York that are okay. Atlanta is literally like, you gotta be so fucking careful in Atlanta. It's not how it used to be. I grew up there. It's not how it used to be. And so I've never really liked that. And then the other city I've been to that's big is like LA, and I fucking hate LA. I literally call it LA because I just can't stand it. I feel like I'm literally not in the world anymore when I'm there, and I hate it so much. So I was like, there's no way I'm gonna like New York, but I want to go at Christmas time and see it. I fell in fucking love, y'all. Like, I loved it there. I don't know why. I always am like, I could never live in a city. I feel way too trapped. I felt great. I was only there for like 3 days, so I don't know if it was just the rush and excitement of being there, and I loved it. And I was with my friend Rylan, which I was with Rylan in LA, and we both hated LA, but me and her together, we loved it. Like, we literally were like, let's fucking move here at one point. Like, let's move here for a little bit. That excitement and that rush and the energy that people talk about is so real. You feel so like alive, and there's so many people, and people weren't really rude either, which I know I probably got lucky, but I don't know. I just fucking loved it. I don't know if I could move there. I don't know, but I loved it. And I think that when I got home to like my little country girl life that I live and just in the middle of nowhere, I kind of was like, ew, like what the fuck? I'm bored. Like, it kind of had me questioning like, damn, should I move out? Like, I'm young as fuck. And I do travel a lot, but it really just kind of made me think like, I want to get out there more. I love my family, don't get me wrong, but my little brother, Cooper, he's growing the fuck up, and it's sad, and I want to be here for it, and I want to watch him grow up. And this could just be me having like a mid or like end of year crisis, and so my mind's just in a funk. But I love watching Cooper grow up, and I love being around my mom and my dad 24/7. I want to live at home. I don't want to move out. But people say when you do move out, it will be the best decision you ever make. And hey, that could not be the case for me, but you won't know if you don't try. You know what I mean? So my goal for next year is definitely, I want to get out on my own for a minute. Like, I just want to try it, even if it's for a fucking month and I don't like it. I know I can always come home. I know I can always come back, and I'm forever blessed and grateful for that. But I think that I owe it to myself to at least get out there and try it, because you just never know. You never know. Life's too short, right? But I got home. I was kind of thinking about all of that, and it's also like the end of the year. Like I said, holidays are hard, so my mind was just all over the place. But let me give you guys a little New York recap after just telling you how it literally gave me an orgasm, and I love it so much. New York was super fun. We got there on Friday. I was gonna go with my family this year because we were gonna try and vlog it, because I was doing Vlogmas, which I fucking failed, but it's okay. We can pick back up where we left off. Hopefully tomorrow. I don't know. If this storm doesn't kill me. I shouldn't joke about that. I'm actually scared. But I was gonna go with my family and like vlog it for Vlogmas and have like a little New York special thing. But with my dad's work, and my mom has Cooper in school, and Cooper couldn't get out of school, it just wasn't really gonna work out. I've always wanted to see New York at Christmas, or I wanted to be there for New Year's Eve. Me and Rylan talked about it, and we were like, New Year's Eve is gonna be a shit show in New York. It's gonna be freezing, and we don't really know a bunch of people up there, so let's just go before New Year's Eve. So we last minute were like, let's go. I had a friend who was up there. I know a bunch of people up there, which is actually really weird because I would think I would know more people in LA, but I know more people in New York. And we had like a few boys on this baseball team. Of course, we're fucking with the athletes. On this baseball team that were like down to go do stuff. My friend's birthday was over the weekend, so I was like, all right, let's just go. So we last minute went. It was really fun. It was fun. We are definitely like, I will say, I'm still not the biggest fan of like, I'm just not like a touristy person. Like, I don't really care to like see things. Like, we went to Times Square, and don't get me wrong, it was sick. I'm glad we went, but I could have not went and been fine with it. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's just because it's like, you can literally live stream Times Square on your phone if you want. And like, you just can see so many things online now to where it's like, when you see it in person, I'm just kind of like, okay. I don't know why. I just like, that shit like numbs me. Like, I almost had a mental breakdown in Times Square because I was like, why can't I enjoy this? Like, I was like, fuck, can I not enjoy this because I'm sober? And that's really bad, and I shouldn't joke about that, but I'm not kidding. I literally was like, why can I enjoy this? And I was like, some people just don't fucking enjoy that. Like, my mom said that to me. She was like, Sadie, you've never been the type that like really cares to sightsee or any of that. Like, yes, I love to explore and adventure, but I'm more about like, let's go meet people. Like, I love meeting people, hearing like how they talk, or like they grew up in New York, so I want to hear about them, like their life, and do the things that they do for fun. I like that type of shit versus like going and seeing the fucking Rockefeller or the tree at Rockefeller Square or whatever the damn it's called. But it was really fun. There's not really much to unwrap from the weekend. Like, not too much happened. There was Santa SantaCon. I'm not even gonna get into SantaCon. I'm just not going to. But that was cool. Everyone was dressed up as Santa and you basically like bar crawl all day. And I'm just not gonna get into it. I just can't. It was an adventure. And then, yeah, just New York. It was really fun. And it made me realize too, I'm so blessed and grateful. She's probably not listening to this because I released so many of these. I know she doesn't listen to all of them, but I'm so grateful for my friend Rylan. Like literally, I don't know what I would do without her. And I saw this TikTok the other day and it was like, you're like super lucky if you get to have one best friend in your life. And it really made me realize like, damn, I am. Because we don't stop talking. Like we wake up in the morning and when I'm with her, I'm immediately like my energy's up and I love her. Like I fucking love her to death and I don't know what I would do without her. I'm gonna put a ring on her finger one day. No, I'm kidding. People literally thought we were lesbian though, probably because we were just running around the whole city holding hands like we literally were in love. Nothing wrong with that, but it was just funny. Why the fuck do people keep FaceTiming me? I swear to God, I never get rang and then when I start to do stuff, I do. Anyways, little update on my life, my personal life, my love life. Just kidding, that's not existent. So my last episode, I was talking about how I fucked up a situationship by ghosting the person or by like playing hard to get. And you guys were eating this shit up. I don't know why, but everyone was talking about this like in the DMs and just people were like all over it. And they were like, wait, what? Sadie, you always talk about how you play hard to get and it always works and whatever. And like, you gotta be kind of toxic. And so guys, I'm not kidding. I think I'm turning a leaf, which like, yes, play hard to get. Don't be all over some fucking guy's dick at first. Like you can't. You gotta play a little bit hard to get because even if a guy hates it and like actually is into you, it'll still keep him intrigued. You know what I mean? Like it still keeps him like on his toes. But I was talking to actually my ex about this new little situationship. He was like, you're so fucking annoying. And I was like, why? And he was like, you play so hard to get and it's the most annoying fucking shit ever. Like you push people away. And I was like, what? Like, no, I don't. And he was like, yeah, you do. Like he was like, that shit would piss me the fuck off. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, but you got to. And he's like, no, just fucking tell him how you feel. If he fucking is into you, then you'll know. If he's not, then fuck it, whatever, get over it. And I was like, wait, why would that save so much time? But then low-key, like it doesn't add to the plot of like my life. You know what I mean? So I was kind of like torn. Well, then I came across this TikTok yesterday. Let me read it really quick. It's this sound. I just tell the truth.
Just tell the truth. And telling the truth.
Mr. Yay. It says, okay, faking the chill girl act gets you nowhere. If a guy likes you, he'll want you to be crazy. And if he doesn't, then he doesn't like you. He just wants you to be chill so that you're easier to manage while he gets whatever he wants. So it's kind of like, okay, the wind blowing outside is literally making my nipples hard and like scaring the fuck out of me. You can like act all chill and whatever, but if a guy is actually into you, he's just gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if a guy's actually into you and you're into him, it's different with all guys. But like some guys will be like, if I'm actually into a girl, I want her to be fucking obsessed with me. You know what I mean? And it's like, yes, eventually, but you can't do that at first. You know what I mean? But see, I make the mistake of doing that for like the first 6 months of knowing someone and they're finally just like, okay, fuck you, you fucking whore, like whatever. It gets the process of like the not knowing where feelings are at over easier if you just like say straight up how you feel, because if they don't feel that way back, they're probably just gonna be like, yeah, nah. Or they're gonna fucking lead you on and break your heart because they just want to fuck you. See, like, how do you know the answer? I'm not even giving you guys advice right now. I'm like asking rhetorical questions and giving rhetorical information that I don't even know. I don't even know. Guys, what do we do? I'm lost. I normally know what to do, but I don't. Let's go back to the situationship thing I was talking about. That wasn't even a situationship, but whatever. You know, I play this little toxic, like, oh, I don't care. I put up this wall. Like, I'm so hard and no one's gonna break me and I don't let anyone hold my heart because if I don't, then they can't fucking break it. Yeah, well, like, where does that get you in life? And like, when do you ever experience anything? I mean, at the bar. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I'm like, fuck, should I just let someone love me and like see how it goes? And like, if I get broken, okay, I'll get over it. Like, literally my year ago today, or when my ex like fucking low-key cheated on me, and I'm looking back at it and I'm like, yeah, it fucking sucked, but like, I'm kind of glad it happened. Like, it taught me a lot and it kind of changed me into, well, a heartless bitch. So maybe it's not a good thing it happened. I don't really know. I don't trust people. I play hard to get. I don't think that's gonna change. But that TikTok that I saw of that girl being like, the chill girl act gets you nowhere, I kind of was like, she's kind of right. So anyways, last night I kind of let my wall down a little bit, like with this kid. I don't even know. And I don't think it completely fucked me. So sometimes I think it is okay to like say how you feel. And guys, I promise I'm not going anywhere. Single Sadie is gonna stay, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like I'm in middle school with this biggest crush, bro. I'm not even kidding. Like, because I actually have a crush. I know I say I always have a crush, and I do, but this one's like an actual, like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I always have crushes or like boys that I text, and like, I'm like, ooh, but never enough. I swear to fuck, if he's listening to this, I'm screwed. Never enough to where I'm like, I really am interested into where this is gonna go. You know what I mean? Like, it's always just kind of like, I don't know, I kind of like fake the boyfriend thing. Like, there's been plenty of guys that, I mean, like I said, I don't live around anyone, but I'll go and see them in a group of people, and like, people are definitely like, oh yeah, like Sadie and him are kind of like, they're not together, especially when they're apart, but like for the weekend, they're definitely gonna act like it. And it is like, oh, my little boyfriend for the weekend. And it's like cute and fun and whatever, but it's not fucking real. Like, it's fake. Like, it's not gonna get anywhere, and it doesn't get anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like whatever, and then I leave and I'm in a new state the next weekend with someone else. No, I'm kidding. I don't fuck, okay? I don't do that. So if you are listening, know that. I really hope he's not, damn it. Fuck. This is why I don't put this shit online. Whatever, I don't care. Anyways, I haven't cared about something in a while, and I actually care about this, which is like, it's really scary, especially because when I tell y'all that this is the most unrealistic motherfucking shit in the world, like, it's so unrealistic. This fucker just lives nowhere near me, and I don't know, y'all. I don't know what the fuck I'm getting myself into. I don't fucking know. Whatever. I feel like y'all's jaws are gonna be on the fucking ground. You're gonna be like, Sadie, what the fuck? I thought we were done with this shit. But listen, I'm young, okay? I'm still excited for New Year's Eve. I'm gonna go out to a bar. I'm gonna go, you know what I mean? Like, my girl Rye, like, she's like, Sadie, I swear to fuck, if you get booed up, like, that's not gonna happen. Like, you're my best friend. We're going out. We're gonna go find hot boys. And I'm like, yes, I'm here for it. I'm young, of course. But like, I really like this kid. Or like, there's something, I don't know. There's just something. There's something. You know when people get put in your life and you're like, why are they here? But like, I love it, you know? I'm moving on from the subject. You guys are probably like, fuck you, Sadie. Fuck you. No, guys, seriously, never settle. Never settle. I'm not settled. I'm not. I'm like low-key hoping that I am. I'm not. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, long story short, last podcast, I was like, I fucked up my situationship, and it's not even a fucking situationship, but this podcast, here's what I'll say. I fucked myself because I'm fucking stupid, and I'm in the deep end at this point and don't know what to do, but it's fine. It's fine. Life moves on. Holidays are hard. I wanted to talk about this. Holidays are hard. The end of the year, winter, just all of it. Figuring out where you're supposed to be in life when you're young is impossible. And holidays are hard no matter what age you are. It's just like, I feel like holidays, there is so much like love in them. And when you don't feel that, especially when you get older, it's so hard and so weird and you don't know why. You know what I mean? Like, I love my family and I'm so grateful for them. And I don't know. It's just like Christmas isn't the same as before. The holidays isn't the same as before. I almost just wish that we could skip over like Christmas and all that, because I feel like all I do at this time of the year is just think. Like, I just overthink everything. I literally sit here and I think about like time. Like, I'm like, okay, it's the end of the year and I could have done this and this and this and this. So what do I want to change for next year? And then there's like this pressure of like, what are you going to do to better yourself next year? And then there's also like this pressure of like, okay, so who was in your life at the beginning of the year and throughout the year that's not in your life now? Like, there's just so much that it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm just one of those people where at the end of every year, I really start overthinking everything. And like, I think that's why the past 2 days I've kind of been like, because I got home, wasn't really doing anything. And I was just kind of like, okay, thinking about like the business side of what I do, which I say I hate, but I low-key love it. But as like, I guess just to get into my shit, and then I'll kind of try and relate it back to you guys, because I don't really know how to go about this like topic. But as like someone in the, I hate even saying this, but the social media world, you know, most normal people like don't fucking give a shit to control every little aspect of it. Well, I fucked myself and I decided that I was gonna learn all the business side of everything, which is good, but it's not where my mind should be. So for example, like when I first started all this, it was like, go record a video because that's what you're good at and that's what people want to see from you. Get on your computer, edit it, get it out. If you want merch, if you want us to advertise your videos on other platforms and try and get whatever whatever, we'll do that. If you want sponsors, let us handle that. You know what I mean? Like, there is just people in this industry that are made to go to the quote unquote creator who's like creating the shit and handle everything for them and take everything off their plate. Because if I try and do all of it, I am then like a business person versus making videos for you guys. You know what I mean? Well, I have an issue with letting other people in and taking their percentage of money and whatever. Like, I just don't like it. Therefore, that's why like me and my mom run my whole merch. Like, it's me and her. No one else takes a hand in it. And beforehand they did. And I, one night, like, started going into everything and I really dug deep and I was like, holy fucking shit. They're charging me $26 for every sweatshirt and then taking like 20% on top of like what I profit, and me and my mom could do it for X amount. It's a huge difference. You know what I mean? Like, it's just things that I shouldn't be looking into, but I did. And like I said, it's kind of a good thing. It just kind of fucked me because when I realized that, I then went, I can leave these people and me and my mom can do my merch on my own and I'm going to make way more money, and it's a family thing versus giving my money to this company who is just looking at me as a dollar sign. So I left and I did that with my mom. It's great. I love it. It is hard because my mom is supposed to be my friend and my mom is supposed to be my mother and guide me, and she does all that. But when business gets brought into it, it's just like a weird aspect because she's like works for me and I like it, but I don't, just because like I said, I just want her to be my mom, and it can get weird and I don't know if I want that anymore. Nothing against her at all. It's like kind of just comes from love. Why am I even talking about all this? I got so sidetracked with that. It's like I said, I got way too into the business side of things. So like once I figured out the merch thing, I went, why do I even have someone handling sponsorships for me? I can do that. So then now when people email me and go, hey, Sadie's team or whoever this is, we would love to sponsor this video. How much would she charge? It's me answering the email going, hey, thanks so much for reaching out to Sadie. She would love to work with you guys. This is how much this would be from the official team of Sadie Crowell. Like, it's me. I might have talked about this before. I don't know if I have, but it's me doing that. And these management companies come to me and they're like, you're gonna fucking burn yourself out. You shouldn't be doing that because you're not even giving yourself the time to do what you're actually good at. And that's making videos or sitting down and recording a podcast or whatever the fuck. So it's like when I wake up in the morning and I get on my computer and I answer emails and then I go and check all the merch stuff and I try and do all that. And then I try and sit down and like record a podcast or like go and edit a video. I don't feel like I'm in the mindset of like Sadie, like funny Sadie who just like has this personality and goes online and like shows it and hopefully people will like it. I feel like I'm thinking of numbers and I'm thinking of that email I just sent and what are they going to say back. The reason I say I fucked myself is because I would get so worried about letting other people in and giving them a percentage that the amount of deals I would have gotten from other people helping me and letting them handle it, I would have made way more money versus me doing it, because me doing it alone, I don't have enough time to like actually go through with all these deals. Like I just like pick and choose, but then I'm not giving a percentage. This might sound like fucking gibberish to you guys, or maybe you're understanding it, but I mean, I just put everything out there, so I'm so real about it. Like a lot of people don't talk about it, but I don't know. It's like I look at people who have gotten really big. I go through phases of wanting to be bigger. I go through phases of not really caring, but I know little 14-year-old me always strive to be bigger and better, and why not? Just try and affect as many people as you can. And I look at people who are bigger and who have gotten bigger and I go, there's no way that they'd be at where I'm at and answering their fucking emails over sponsorships or going on their merch website and designing the whole thing, or even this tanning stuff I'm doing. It was all going to be me and my mom. And I just realized like I can't do this anymore. Like I can't put it all on my plate. It's why I'm not consistent. It's because like I don't even have time to fucking do what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? I need to put down a shirt. I say that so much. You know what I mean? But it's even like podcast. It's like sponsorships come to me and they're like, we want to sponsor your podcast, but you don't upload consistently. And I'm like, I know I'm going to get better at that. But really people are like managers are like, Sadie, let us have the conversation with the sponsorships. You go sit down and fucking record your podcast so you can be consistent and these sponsors will actually work with you. You speaking with them and them saying you need to get consistent, you could be putting that time in being consistent versus having the conversation and then not having to give up a percentage. much. Like, I could go on about it for so long. I could go on about it for so fucking long because, like I said, I just dug myself in so deep and I learned so much that it's so hard now to let go of control. And I'm sure you guys feel that in a lot of aspects of life, like letting people in or just like letting go of things and control of situations that you can't control anymore, which like I can control, but I need to learn that like I shouldn't be. It's fucking hard. Like, it's hard as shit. It's harder than fucking Doug's cock. If you guys have been keeping up with Doug and Trey, they've been on one lately. That's like me and my friend Ryland's other fucking, or alter egos. But yeah, it's just like, even like, I don't know. But I do know the one thing I don't want to do is get an editor for my YouTube videos. And that's something that I've had to consider before. And people are like, no, like, stay editing the videos because that's what's funny. But give up, like, answering fucking emails and updating your merch website. Like, let someone else do that. I'm also just so picky and a perfectionist and I want everything to be perfect. And I don't like the thought of someone else going in and, like, designing something on my merch website. Like, I want to see every detail of what's happening and what buttons being placed where. Like, I'm just a fucking psychopath, and that's something that next year I really want to let go of. And I don't even know how I got into talking about this. Like, holy shit, I just went so deep. At the end of the year, I start thinking about all that shit, and so I think I get in like funks about it. And even like in New York, I think the other thing that's hard for me is I'm friends with like a good amount of other people in the space, and you do give up like kind of freedom, like signing to someone and having them telling you what to do. But at the same time, I'm just like with these other girls and I'm watching their minds not go a million times per minute because they're not thinking about how at 8 p.m. they need to like go on the website for their merchandise and like update. You know what I mean? Like, I'm out to dinner like thinking about that shit, and I'm like, that's just, I shouldn't do that to myself anymore. Like, I should just let someone else handle it so I can be at dinner like showing you guys how I can fit a whole steak in my mouth or something, you know? Like, it would just give me more time to be me versus trying to be this like business person that I'm not. Fuck that. Like, literally, I'm not even kidding. I was thinking about getting my degree in online again and being a teacher, which no one's gonna hire me. It's okay to have these mental fucks, and I was crying about it yesterday, and I was just like so overwhelmed, and it's hard making like decisions that affect things throughout your life, even just if it's as little as like moving to a new area or switching your like degree or rooming with someone else next year in your apartment or fucking selling your car, or I don't even fucking know, changing your Instagram username. I feel like at the end of the year things get so weird and we all get stressed out and we all just kind of think like there's just so much pressure around the end of the year about like, oh, what'd you do this year? How far did you make it? Did you make it? Oh, you didn't? You suck. You know what I mean? So just know that you're not alone if you feel like you are, and life goes on and you always have more time. That's a huge thing too. Even like this merch that I haven't gotten out, I'm like stressing out about it every morning when I wake up and I'm like, okay, we never got the winter collection out. Like, where the fuck is it? Is it done? Is it done? Is it done? And I'm like, me stressing about it isn't gonna change a damn thing. Like, whatever. There's more time. And I always say to you, life's short, but like live life like it is short because it is. But at the same time, don't stress about the little things, which is kind of like time. Like, don't stress about the fact that you didn't get this done in time, or oh my god, when is this gonna finish? Like, it's okay, because if you stress about that, life's short and you're spending too much time stressing. Can you guys tell that I'm like fucking losing my mind? Like, I'm not speaking English. I feel like I need a drink at the moment. No, I don't. Anyways, that was me just babbling. I just babbled for so long. It's pitch black in my car right now. Like, I'm literally filming this and I can't see anything. Let me see if I wrote anything else in this little book I have for the podcast episodes. Fuck y'all, I'm really down bad. Like, his notification pops up on my phone and I like smile a little bit. That's so bad. Okay, let's see. I talked about that. Aw, okay, I wrote these goals the other night, which I never do. Goals: stop being so afraid of love and enjoy when it comes. That's not gonna happen. Everyone's a human and a gift from God, so don't let the evil in them control exactly how you feel. What? Oh, don't let the evil in them kill you? What the fuck type of like Edgar Allan Poe shit was I on last night? I think what I was trying to say is that one thing I try and always remind myself is that everyone like came from the same place and we're all human. And even though people fuck up, like, I don't like burning bridges. I used to be someone who was like, cut them off, block them, fuck them. Like, they're out of your life for good. Someone can do me so wrong, and yeah, I might not give them the same amount of trust and time that I would before, but I'll still love them the same. You know what I mean? Which maybe that's good, maybe that's not, but I do hate burning bridges just because I do think like everyone has their bad and sometimes they need someone good to get it out of them, you know? Yeah, maybe not. This one I really like. I wrote that God or like Jesus couldn't do it alone, which like they low-key did. Low-key, I don't know. God couldn't do it alone. Let people in, let people help you, and let God help you because he's so awesome. I actually went today to buy a Bible and I couldn't find one, but I got like another devotional that I'm gonna start reading next year, and it's day by day. I got it at Target, and that's something that's just really been helping me lately. And I know that I'm like very open about how I'm like Christian and believe in God, and if you don't, like, I'm not someone at all who's like would pressure you into it or anything, but it's the most peace of mind thing ever for me. Like whenever I'm stressing out, it just helps me so much. And the other night I was actually with both of my parents and we were playing pool and we started talking about like the merch stuff, and it kind of got into a heated conversation, and I walked away and I was pissed off because I was like, I didn't sell enough merch this year. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I didn't do what I've done the previous years. Like just freaking the fuck out over nothing. You know what I mean? Like I was just like completely being over dramatic, and I like was upstairs and I was just getting into one of those things where I freak out, because it does happen a lot where I really do freak out, and like, yeah, it's fucking whatever. It's not like the end of the world, but it does a lot to my brain. And I looked over and I saw like my little Bible book, so I went and I got it and I opened it up, and it was like, hold fast to what is good or the world will take it away. That was like the first line it read, and it was literally like the date of, like, it was December 5th when I got in this argument, and that was the day of the book that I opened up to that I was supposed to read. And it said, test all things, hold on to what is good, stay away from every kind of evil. And it read, hold fast to what is good or the world will take it away. Satan is relentless enemy of good. When he saw that way God gave Adam and Eve was good, he set about to take it away from them. When he saw King David was pleasing to God, he attempted to destroy David's relationship with God. Never take the good in your life for granted. If you do not hold on to it firmly, it might be lost. There's more to it. It's on my Instagram highlight for like the Jesus thing. I like had like almost a coming to that night, because I was like, damn, like I literally was just freaking the hell out thinking about like, oh my God, I didn't sell enough. I didn't do what I wanted to this year. I should have done more. I could always do more. And here's the thing, like, who fucking cares? It doesn't fucking matter. I made plenty. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I was freaking out because I didn't hit this certain goal that I wanted to hit, or I didn't even have a goal. Just in my mind, I always tell myself, oh, well, I could have done better. And just reading that and it being like, if you don't enjoy what you're getting and the good that you're blessed with, you're gonna fucking lose it. And I think that that's so true. And I was like, literally got in a fight with my parents, walked away after we were having a good, like, nice little night. And I just read it and I ran downstairs and I just hugged my dad and I was like, I'm sorry and I love you. And like, I don't, like, this should just never come between us. Like, I don't know why. Like, I literally was like, I'm gonna be mad at my dad for the next 3 days and not talk to him. And I just ran downstairs and I was like, I love you. Like, I'm sorry. Because then I went back in my room and I was like, okay, what if he dies in his sleep tonight? Like, I would feel like such a shitty person. You know what I mean? And like feel so stupid for flipping out over just the little thing that happened. Wow. Okay, I don't even think this is a podcast episode. This is therapy for me. Like, you guys are literally my therapy right now. I'm not even kidding. Oh, I hope that I can low-key be it for you a little bit though. You guys are like, bitch, all you're doing is screaming your problems to us. How the fuck is this therapy for us? No, but I hope that you guys can like relate a little bit in a way. Just know that people you see on the internet who you think that have these perfect lives and like, oh my God, I wish I could be them. Which, don't get me wrong, I almost have a perfect life. Like, I'm so fucking grateful and lucky and blessed for everything, and I wouldn't trade my life for anything. But just know, when you look at someone online and you think, damn, it's all good, there's nothing bad. Everyone is a human being and everyone's got their bad. I don't give a shit if you're fucking the president of the United States. I don't give a shit if you're fucking the richest person in the world. I don't give a shit if you're the poorest person in the world. We all deal with our own shit, and no one's got this perfect life where they're happy all the time. I actually met someone who seemed like they were, and I don't know why they opened up to me at all. And this person's very wealthy, or at least says they are, and they just said to me like, I'm not happy at all. Like, I can't remember the last time I was happy. And it just made me be like, what the fuck? Like, it's just sad. Like, I feel like it's really hard to feel like content in life, and I think that's when you have to take a step back and look around at what you have and realize what are you trying to get to? What are you reaching for? What's your goal that you're trying to reach? And put yourself in the shoes of, if you do reach that goal, how do you feel? You know what I mean? Because that's what I thought about. I was like, okay, even if I did make whatever number I thought I had in my head on merch, how would I feel? And yeah, proud, maybe, like, congratulate myself, but who fucking cares? Like, I'm in the same spot. I mean, I have less money. Money isn't everything. But it's like, I don't know. Just sometimes I think about the things that I wish I had, and then I go, okay, but even if I did have that, would I really feel that different? And the answer is no. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know how this episode's even going to be. I don't know if this is like a shit show. I don't know if this is a lot for you guys to take in. I don't know if I'm making zero sense at all. But I think I needed this. Oh, here comes the storm. You guys hear that wind? Probably not. But yeah, I'm going to keep this episode short just because I'm obviously in a weird headspace right now. And I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. But I just want you guys to know I love you guys. And I'm sorry that I was out. We are going to have an episode next Monday. I know that for a fact. So be on the lookout for that. YouTube video will be up as well by next Monday. I don't know when, but it will be. And we have a New York vlog. I have a vlog before I went to New York. I have Christmas vlogs coming. So get ready. Stay tuned for more. I promise next week's episode is going to be more funny and planned out and less serious, but this is what we have for this week. I know some of you guys like the more like depressive episodes, but I love you guys so much, and if you ever need anything, please hit up the Was That TMI DMs. I love talking to you guys, and you guys are just amazing and the best ever. So hope you guys have a good night, day, morning, wherever you are in the world, and whatever time it is. Have an amazing rest of your time. What the fuck? Okay, I need to end this.